But yeah, I just all right. So we live right now. So let me check. I'm just gonna check it on Facebook to make sure. Yep, yep. So I see it's on the Facebook. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
yes, sir. All right, I'm trying to find the link. Where is the link?
So you can go right to the Phillies Not Included page on Facebook, and
Okay.
then look at the live and just hit that little
Oh,
share button,
got it. Got it. Got it. Got it.
right?
Okay,
And hit that, and then you should that or the YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So
that works. Okay.
I'm just hitting a couple things here real quick before we get into it. Oh yeah, it's showing me. Yep. So
There we
yeah, we
go.
live on both. You know what I'm saying? So feel free to
Mm.
share that shit so we can. You know what I'm saying? We'll get it going. I could have threw it live in the group too, but I was like, I don't know if they gonna ban it. But you can share that motherfucker there too if you want to.
All right, let me do.
Bro, while you looking at that, man, I did I don't know if you saw the episode with the chick that had the perfect husband,
Bro.
right?
Oh man.
And ran off on him. But I did one last night with her husband,
Oh,
bro.
you did?
Yeah. So I'm chopping that up right now. It's coming out tonight. Right.
So I only saw the clips. I didn't see the full episode yet. I think I'm gonna do that this
Ooh.
weekend. Man, you got to give me a cliff notes because this shit is insane.
Ooh.
When you was typing it, I'm like, I gotta be reading motherfucking typos because this is how I'm thinking it's sounding. People are wild, and I always had a goddamn philosophy that married people do married shit, and I'm staying out of married people's business. But god
bro,
damn. So
bro.
for the people who ain't seen it, please just give a cliff notes so then people can follow the link and go watch it because
So
shit, these people
it's
wild.
it's crazy. So I don't even know how to put it into words, bro. So I was, you know what I'm saying? So, I posted something about trying to get some people to go for the podcast, and she volunteered, and she's like, my story different. So I thought, right, my story different meant, I'm gonna be pro woman and say how crazy the dating market is, and
Yep.
we started rapping about it, and it took a turn. She told me she telling me the story about how she was, with her husband for total of 15 years, right? It started off as he met her when she had a kid. I think she had, and she's just all shit that's on the podcast. So I ain't spilling no unspilled beans, right?
Yep.
She met dude when she was like 15, or excuse me, she had a kid when she was 15 before dude, right? She had two kids. She had one at 15 and one at like 17. And then she met dude when she was 19. And he said immediately, he's like, bro, I kind of fell in love with her kids. Like we were cool, but her kids was what, what I'm saying, what I was super cool with. And then
How old was he when they
he
met?
was 27, 26, 27, something like that. So, not crazy. 26, 27, she 19. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's reasonable, right? You know what I'm saying? That's reasonable. So, um, but anyway, so he met her and they were cool, but he was like, man, I just felt like I was attached to her children. And I understand
Been
that to
there.
a certain extent.
Been there.
And then they started dating, right? And then when they started dating, it went on and it got crazy, right? Like he said it was problem from the start, which I was unaware of. She left that part out, but he said it was problems from the start. And so anyway, they got together. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with her story. So they got together young, you know what I'm saying? She felt like he kind of raised her because he taught her shit. She didn't have a good upbringing. So he taught her the right way to be the right way. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And
hmm
that was cool. It worked. But as time went on, she kind of started fucking up. And he kept
Okay.
trying to deal with it, and I guess she cheated or whatever, had some physical sex shit with somebody else way early on in the relationship, and that caused some problems, but they got over it. It happens.
So when they met, he didn't have any kids?
Zero kids. They got one together now, but zero kids.
Bro, okay. Record scratch.
Bro, I
What
said to him, I use my line. I never create a single mother, therefore I won't date one.
the
He said,
fuck?
man,
Let me tell you something. When I was when I was
"Oh, I got
27,
fucking
and
time."
listen, you could, I think you could kind of vouch on this as far as what you was your life's trajectory. When I was 27 years old, there's no way in hell that all right, let me put a disclaimer here because this shit gonna start to sound like bashing really goddamn fast, but this is just my preference. Um, a 19-year-old single mother with two children. You got two kids by the time you was 19. No disrespect to her at all. I don't know the woman, whatever. You had two kids in high school, right? You had two kids in high school. I'm 27 without kids. That's a hard pass. Is he like short? Like, is he a midget? Like, he got a
I mean,
glass eye?
I can't speak. I can't speak to his height, bro. I can't speak to his height because I can only. But ain't no height that justifies
That's what I
her
said.
behavior.
Glass eye, like glass
But nah, but you know
eye,
what, bro? He
micro
said the same
penis.
thing.
The fuck?
He said, bro, I said the same thing. He said, I never dated a single mother, man, and I went from no kids to 2 kids that wasn't mine, right?
Damn.
So I don't know. So he said the same shit I said. So maybe I'm a liar too. Fuck, I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But it was he tried to work it out. Bro, sound like a really good dude, man. I'm not gonna sit here and I'm not gonna bash dude because he sounds like, and this is what I told the world. I said, you left a man that literally fit the budget, the bill, the description of every woman's ideal man, and you left this motherfucker, right? So and she's telling me story. She's like, well, I didn't cheat on my husband with this other guy. I'm like, shit, right? But shit. But she said, I didn't cheat on my husband with this other guy. So I said, well, what does that mean? She said, well, we didn't have sex. She said, I talked to this dude for 3 years before I left my husband. I'm like, you left your husband for a dude you didn't smash? That's a dick
That's
gamble.
a hell of a conversation.
That's a dick gamble, bro.
Like,
his word game's stupid, right? I don't know what this brother said, but his word game's stupid.
Man, I mean, boy was reading poetry and this one, like E.E.
Man,
Cummings.
I don't know.
Like,
So-
what the fuck?
So she left the dude. She left her husband, moved out, got an apartment. She's according, this is her word. She's paying half at the crib where the kids are because they got 3 kids, 1 together, 2 separately. Right?
God.
All his kids are by her, right? But they got 1 together and she's got her 2. So he's got 2 of the kids and she's got 1.
So for
Right.
her 2 kids that she had before him, were they by 2 different dudes?
Oh, I didn't even get that deep, bro.
Fuck. Okay.
I didn't get that deep.
The premise
gonna guess
before
so.
you even get into the goddamn story, the premise of the story is wild to me. Like, you just setting the table and the table is fucked up. Like, what the fuck?
Right. So I'm already tripping, right? But I'm like, I'm reaching. Like, at least you didn't have sex with this other cat before you left, right? I mean, I don't know. I'm grasping for straws, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm grasping for straws. You know what I'm saying?
No,
But I'm like, okay, so continue. Tell me how it went. So she's telling me the story, and she's like, well, dude don't do shit for me. I'm like, what do you mean? Right?
The new dude.
New dude. I'm thinking you don't do shit for you like sexually or physically or whatever. She's like, nah, the sex is amazing. She's like, but he won't help me carry groceries in. He don't do shit. I'm like, okay, he got a woman, right? So she's like, yeah, he's been with the chick 20 years, right? And they got a kid together.
Oh
So
my
I said,
God.
hold on, you left your husband and your fully functional structural home to be a side piece. She
True.
said, I'm a loyal ass side piece at that. She said, I don't even step out. I said, what? Right? So as I'm thinking and listening to this shit,
I want to talk to her so bad. Keep going.
Bro, they talking to her in the comments for sure.
Oh my God.
And she made the mistake of responding. I'm like, you might want to just stay out the comments.
No.
That's
Don't
not where you
even
want to
look
be.
at them motherfuckers like,
Man. But
to this. Okay, keep going. My bad.
so she says, dude does nothing for me. Right? He won't help with shit. She said, I can be carrying groceries and he'll just watch me carry groceries. So I know he ain't pumping gas. I know he ain't doing none of that shit. Bro laying down dick and discipline. That's it. Right? But because he got a woman at home. Right? So I asked her, I said, did you expect dude to leave his woman when you left your man? She's like, no, but I kind of wanted to see if he would. Well, goddamn it, you expected it. But he's like, nah, I ain't going nowhere. Right? He'll spend some hours over there, right, till 2, 3 in the morning, but he waking up where he paying rent at. So I asked her, I said, again, from my perspective, I've been married a long ass time, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit you. I love to hug my woman, to be all over my woman. I love that affection, that chemistry. So I'm like, how are you handling going from a man who did everything for you, who was the dude cherished her fucking dirty draws, right?
Mhm.
So how do you go from a dude that cherishes your dirty draws to a dude who don't really give a shit about you outside of blowing your back out? Well, she said, well, I have another guy who's my emotional. They don't have sex, but he just is the cuddler and an emotional and affectionate guy. I said, so you left a fully functional home with children, right? I ain't saying you got to stay in a bad marriage, but you left a fully functional home with children to go be a side piece to a motherfucker who only give you meat. Like, you went to the butcher shop, right? Because all you getting is meat, and you missing the emotional shit. So you have to go to another guy and essentially play dude, right? Because he ain't getting no squishy, right? So I mean, you gotta build a bear or build a man, right? However you want to word it, with two dudes because you left one. Um, and that's crazy, right? And I'm tripping. So when I'm having the conversation with her dude, I'm trying my hardest to be careful what I say because dude told me flat out I ain't watched the video yet. I'm hesitant. Right. I was thinking I better hurry up before he watch it because that's gonna change the dynamic. Um,
Yeah.
but bro, it's not anything he don't know, right? Like she bro, he said something to me that I don't know, bro. I didn't have really. I tried to maintain my emotions during that interview because I'm like, ooh. But he
Man, see,
said
that's why you
something.
need bad cop. You had good cop. You was the good cop.
I
You
know,
need
I know,
bad cop.
bro.
Like, what the fuck, man?
Bro, when you listen, he said something to me, and I can't remember his exact words. It's on video, and it's gonna drop tonight. The full video dropping tonight. But he said she was mean, right? Like, and I'm like, okay, mean like what? Like she not returning your calls, not texting you back. What do you mean? He said, bro, when this shit first happened, and she was first with dude and was excited, she was mean. And I'm like, what you mean mean?
Mean to the husband.
Right, mean to the husband. So
Got
he
it.
said, man, one time she called me and I missed a call or something. Because I was doing something with the kids and I called her back and I missed a call. And then we finally connected. I was like, she's like, oh, what the hell are you doing? She's like, oh no, I was taking care of the kids, whatever. She said, well, I was fucking. I said, what? I said, bro. And
So
I'm saying text, but he said in person. But I'm saying text. I'm changing the story because I would have did something stupid. so I'm changing the story. But bro,
man, here's the thing about that, right? Like, he clearly from the beginning had self-esteem issues. He still has self-esteem issues. You don't respect yourself enough because you said there were problems from the jump where she was going out and cheating, et cetera, et cetera. You
right.
stand with her, right? To where you 27 with no kids. Is he black?
Yeah.
You
And
20.
she is too for anybody that sees that she's super light skinned, right?
Mhm.
Because during the conversation, she said nigga, and somebody commented on YouTube because she look white, but she not, right? So I wanted to just throw that out there too. She's super light. She might be mixed twice, right? Like
Yeah.
her mama might have been mixed or something like that. But
Yep.
she's super light, but she's not white.
Yeah, he got some serious self-esteem issues, or he didn't grow up with a dad in the house. I don't know what the fuck, because there's no way that you are gonna make that sacrifice to raise two kids by a teenager, and you don't have any, and to create another one, and then allow after she's cheated to take her back, and then allow she didn't respect you, bro. Like
Bro,
she didn't respect you from jump. And if a woman don't respect you, it is over. Like
over.
it is over. You ain't got no say so. You don't get the big steak at dinner. You don't like she putting on your robe. You know what I'm saying? Like once the respect is gone, it's a
Damn.
motherfucking wrap. And that's where I'm just like, you needed a rude awakening by a male to just be like,
Man,
at a
no
certain
doubt.
point, you got to walk the fuck away because she don't fuck with you like that.
And, you know,
And at a certain point, I ain't even mad at her. They killing her in the comments. I'm killing him and soling him because at the same breath that we hold women, we love this word accountability in 2023. That we like to say, oh, women aren't accountable. A woman needs to be accountable for this, and she chooses the man that she lay down with. At the same time, as a man, you set yourself up for that shit. I don't feel bad for you. I don't.
bro,
I really
bro,
don't. You only gonna do what you allowed to do, and he
I
allowed that shit. Like, what the
struggled.
fuck?
I struggled, bro, because I'm like,
God
I gotta.
damn.
I understand from a husband standpoint. I'm hurting for bro, right? Because I couldn't imagine if my girl said some shit like that to me or did some shit like that to me, right? And bro, but he's man, you gonna talk shit about me, but he's such a good dude, right? Like he's the ideal guy. But here's what he said. He said, man,
No, he not.
I made a. He said,
That's a sucker. Like that's the
I,
ideal. Like, listen,
okay, he has a lot of the good features, right? But he's he said, man, listen, I told the kids, I made the kids a promise. I'm gonna do everything in my power to make this relationship work to the best of my ability, right? And he did that. And he's given the kids that speech, right? And he said he's sticking to it. But it's crazy because he bro, I don't have that. I don't have that much love in me, right? And I told him, I said, bro, I've been with my mom 32 years, bro. Me and my girl we started dating in '97, so or '92, excuse me. So it's almost 32 years, a little over 31. We got married in '97, but it's I don't got that in me, right? You can't that's not in me.
At what man? You have to look at it from the perspective, especially if you got sons. Like, how's you gonna
So
look
they
your
have a
son?
son,
You
and
got a
then
son, Joe. Like you, I get what you're trying to hold the family together for the kids,
but
but
they watch it.
they
They watch
watching,
it.
they see that shit.
Right.
Let
He
me let me
did say, he
wake up
said, man,
any day
everybody
in
has
'96, in 2002, and see my mama slap the shit out my daddy and do it again and again and again. And my dad say, I'm trying to stay in the house to keep it together for y'all. Nigga, you a bitch.
and
At
they
a
say,
certain
hey,
point,
Pops, let it
like,
go. They let it go, Pops. We don't
come
need this shit
on,
either.
let it go, man.
Right.
Like, you
We
doing
want
more
2
damage
Christmases.
than
We
good.
want 2
God,
Christmases, goddammit. We want
come
one at
on,
your
bro.
house and one at
Like,
her house. I
like,
don't know, bro. Fuck it. I ain't gonna even lie, bro. That shit tore me up. I was like, God damn.
shit, man.
Man.
Like, and that's where I just be like, it is bonkers because I get what you're saying, where it's like this is the ideal dude. Like he has
Feature
the
wise, right?
feature wise, right? He may be a handsome dude. He may have nice teeth and a job and et
I
cetera,
don't
et
mean them
cetera.
features like that. I ain't saying bro was, cute
Yeah,
and shit like that. I'm saying dude is a stand-up dude. He works, he
yeah.
provides, right?
Yeah.
He cherishes his woman, right?
Where's
Man,
your balls, bro? Like, man, you don't have any balls, G. Like, that's the thing where like I ain't never going. And I think in our culture, like
it's
you
crazy.
either have one extreme or the other. Either you gonna
Crazy.
be Future or you gonna be
Be
Russell Wilson. Like it ain't no
y'all
in
be on Russell
between.
too hard, bro.
Listen,
Y'all be
bro,
on
like
Russell too
I'm
hard.
somewhere in the middle. Like on some topics, I'm Future. Like the fuck, what is this? And then
Hey,
on some topics, I can't be a
I,
sweetheart, but
I
that shit is crazy.
I don't have in me the okay, you fucked up, leave and leave your kids. I don't care if I've been there from day one. Those are not mine. Right? I don't take ownership, responsibility, or possession of anybody else's belongings.
No,
Right? I can't do
no.
it. So if those are your children and your kids, and we are a team, and you get traded, the team got traded.
That's
Right?
it's a package deal, right? Like
It's a
ain't that
package
what they
deal,
say? Ain't that what
man.
they say? My kids is a
But
package deal. Your kids is a package deal. We package your ass on out of here
But it was
because
crazy, bro. It was crazy. I'm just talking to her, listening to her, and I didn't catch some shit that people caught in the comments. They were like, "Man, she said some shit and laughed," and I'm like, "Damn, she did say like when she was talking about how she left everything that was good to go and be disrespected. She kind of laughed and shit." And I'm like, "Damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, you really don't fucking care."
she sound like a social, like a not a sociopath. I know we
I
like
mean,
to
she
use the
has
word.
some issues, bro. According to him,
Yeah.
he put some shit out there that I was, and it's all public. You know what I'm saying? So he talked
Mhm.
about some drug use in her past and shit like that when he got, and I think that's when she was young, right? And I think that had an impact, right? Um, but that ain't no excuse, right? Like I don't know, bro. I'm gonna switch the subject for a second, and we're gonna go back to
All right.
her, bro.
All right.
If I text you and be like, man, I need you to kidnap me, bro. I'm trying to get out for the weekend. You feel what I'm saying? Because I said from day one, I know I jump subjects quick as fuck, but I
Mhm.
said from day one, bro, there was something wrong with that picture, right?
Yeah.
A baby on the highway in the middle of the night, and
Oh
nobody saw
Lord.
the baby, and now they can't see you. I said she went and got some dick.
Man, fuck out of here. I mean,
She went and got some dick.
and the thing is like, what do they say? 20 something thousand black women go missing every
And she
single
wanted to
year.
fuck up.
And she the one that we pay attention to.
Man.
She's the one that we go viral. She's the one that the prayers and hopes and share after share after share. I don't like to say,
Googling how
oh,
much does an Amber Alert cost? Well, first off, motherfucker, what's wrong with your
come
phone? Are
on,
you getting
man.
charged, or am I stupid and getting charged for my Amber Alerts? You know
Oh,
what I'm saying? Like,
man, stupid as hell. And it's
bro,
like all these damn legitimate victims out here, and you on that bullshit. I never
man.
commented on it because I'm just like, I don't really know until the facts came out. Now I'm just like, you need to go to jail. Like there need to
I
be
mean,
some
but we knew
serious.
what it was, right? And I
Of
didn't say
course.
shit. And my wife was, being white. She's like, I ain't gonna say nothing. But man, she ain't missing. I was like, I know that shit, but I'm gonna sit back, right? Because I've been wrong before, like twice. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying
Like,
about some shit. But I'm like, bro, this shit don't add up. And the last time I seen a white chick do that, right? She went missing and she went and got her some meat for the weekend. So I'm like, I think this chick is, on a meat mission
Mhm.
because she got a man. Like if it happened and she was single with no men, no children, no nothing, I'd be like, oh, she got took. But every time they got a man, I'm like, she getting the man or he done did something to her. But she came to the crib like, all right, I gotta go back to work tomorrow, type shit.
The thing about it is, it's like if you want to be out here and you want to cheat, there's plenty easier ways to do it. Like you ain't got to do all that.
You a woman, you just gotta pull up, right? Walk into a bar and be like, hey, I'm finna go to the car. Who want to bend me over, right? And it's somebody going. But she didn't go to cheat. She went to be with a man she likes. See, I think that's a huge difference between men and women. A woman can cheat in a way that, you know, they're not us, right? No. They have options that most men don't have.
Yep.
So a woman can.
Even the bugger wolves.
Bro, you think of the ugly chick, you know, she probably got a baby. But you can
all the kids.
A woman can walk into a place of a bar, a restaurant, a club, and depending on her level, she kind of got her pick, right?
Yep.
So when a chick is going to run off, right? Can you see the comments, bro?
Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
It's only a couple of them, same person, but I didn't know if you could see it or not.
Oh, yeah, that's Tanisha. Okay.
Yeah. So, I should send her as a link and bring her in. If you want to come in, let me know. I'll message you a link and we'll bring your ass in.
Yeah, Tanisha, come on in.
You just let me know if you want to jump in. But anyway, so I mean, I don't know, bro. They could go anywhere and just get a dude, right? So when a chick runs off for some meat, it's not the meat, it's the emotion, right? She pulled a Crystal, but short term. Right, because Crystal, like, she been on it 6 months, and I asked her during the interview. I know I'm bouncing back to that shit, but I just wanted to circle because it mattered. I asked her, I said, "How long can you be dude's side piece?" She says, "It's already been 6 months, and I'm fucking tired of it." Right, so a girl probably ran off to get her some, some meat from her little side piece or whatever, and and let me see what she talking about. She didn't even give me a full comment. She tripping. But she ran off to get some meat, bro. I mean, that's what it is, right? And she got it, and she came back to the crib like, all right, I've been meated. It's time for me to go back to being the girlfriend,
and I get it, right? Like, and the thing, and to her credit, she wasn't the one that made the big deal out of it. It was her parents and whoever,
who's supposed to. I don't make a big deal of me missing.
Yeah,
if I'm missing.
Yeah,
right. I can't be like, hey, y'all ain't looking for me hard enough. And I'm on Facebook.
Help! You know what I mean? Sending out SOSs from motherfucking people's houses and shit, like arranging rocks.
Say she didn't make a big deal out of it. She's supposed to be missing.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean. So it's like I was just trying to give me some meat. I didn't think it was gonna be this big of a deal. She fine as hell too. That's the thing too, where I just be like, I mean, I get it. It was just an awkward ass story.
She was really cute when she was missing, but when she got back, they showed some different pictures. I'm like, why y'all doing her like that? Right? Because I'm not saying she wasn't cute, but the quality of missing her and we got her again, them pictures was different. And I was like, damn, that's kind of dirty, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. hey, she said she ran off and get some tea and disappeared in silence. No doubt.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I understand the desire, but you got to put a little more thought into it, right? You can't. I mean, imagine if dudes did stupid shit like that, like you know what I'm saying? Like, I committed suicide, right? And then you ran off for the weekend and you come back. They already planned your funeral.
Prayers. They getting showed up at his own funeral and shit. Like, man,
I was just playing. You know what I'm saying?
People, and I say this shit all the time. Like, people think that there's a possibility of reduction, video quality. Okay, people think that everyone just has like an average amount of like intellect and intelligence, like basic critical thinking skills. No, sir. No. Once I start dealing in like public service, as far as like my business, and I had to start dealing with strangers and stuff like that, people aren't that bright. People aren't that bright, bro. Like, they ain't that bright. And that's why when I saw it, I'm just like, she's just an idiot. Like, she's just not that smart. You know what I mean? And it's unfortunate that we made a big deal out of this fucking moron, but she just ain't that smart. And
bro, I mean, I'm gonna catch hell for this one when we talk about people that ain't that smart. I got a phone call the other day, right? And I was in a meeting. I'm in my office. My phone rang, and it's a personal call, but I'm busy. I'm on a meeting because I hit the little button to call you back. Ring again, ring again. You know what I'm saying? In my office, my wife, be in my office a lot, so I throw her my phone. I'm like, hey, grab this real quick. She come back. She hit me. She's like, oh, it was so and so. And I'm like, damn, dude called me back to back to back to back. That's weird. Let me hurry up and finish this meeting. And I'm calling, he don't answer. I message him on Facebook, he don't respond. Right. So I'm getting paranoid. This is a relative, right? So I'm like, something's wrong. Right. I'm hitting him on everything. I don't get no response. Right. So I finish my work day. I call him, it's like 5:30. I'm like, hey, bro, what's going down, man? Oh, I can't talk on this phone. I'm like, what you mean? Right? Like, you got the feds? You sound dope all of a sudden? I can't talk on this phone. I said, bro, that don't sound good.
Yeah,
Is everything okay? He's like, not really. So I'm like, oh, shit. Right? So I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? I don't hear from you for the reason. I get off the phone. I got the phone now. Okay, I'm like, this is some CIA shit.
Yeah.
Bro got an email from a hacker that said, we hacked your laptop and we saw you masturbating. Right? We got videos of you every morning masturbating. Well, first off, bro, it was a lie because that email goes everywhere. But bro be beating his meat a lot. so it sounded like it fit the description. Right? So in the email says something along the lines of, don't talk to anybody. We're listening to your phone. We're tapped your computers. You got 48 hours to give us $1,500 or $1,700, some shit like that, right? Or we're gonna release all your information. He didn't pay, bro. He didn't pay. But he went to his girl like, babe, listen, somebody hacked my computer. They got videos of me masturbating. They said they got videos of all the stuff that was on my phone, all the videos of us. They're gonna be dropping it. I'm sorry. So he in trouble for nothing. So when I finally talked to him, I said, bro, what's going down? Oh man, when he told me the story, I died laughing.
I said, man,
bro. So all that shit to say people are stupid, right? Bro, I was dying. Is
this your first day on the internet type shit? Like, come on, man. Like,
man. And listen, and this motherfucker work in some part of IT. I'm mad as hell, right? I'm mad as hell, bro.
This motherfucker's responsible for the information technology at somebody's place of business. God damn.
He cuss me out when he see this shit too. I ain't saying his name though. I ain't saying his name, but he gonna cuss me out when he see this shit. Anyway, man, I'm bouncing all over because we just shooting the shit, right?
Yeah, man.
Bro, I'm in this Facebook group and I see this post, and the post, man, let me see if I can bring it up, bro. I'm just going. Let me just see if I can bring this shit up because this shit was fucking hilarious. Not hilarious. I'm sorry, I lied. That's the wrong word to say. When I read it, people are like, you ain't shit. It was a post. I'm trying to find this shit, bro. Where that shit go? Damn. Anyway, it was along the lines of something like, dude said he posted or his woman died. Yeah, I know. I was laughing, right? And then I said this shit. His woman passed away.
Mm-hmm.
And he's 36 years old. He didn't speak about how old she was or how old their kids are. They have 3 kids. In the course of something, he discovered the kids weren't his. Not near one of them.
God
right?
Damn.
And so they started to talk about what you would do. And all the ladies like, well, you've been the father. And I'm like, bro, I don't think there's an equivalent emotional experience that a woman can have. And I'm excluding, an abuse or something like that. That is, outside of that, that's the equivalent of finding out a kid you thought was yours wasn't yours.
Mm-hmm.
You can't unknow it. You can't unsee it. You can't forget it.
Mm-mm.
And I'm like, damn, bro, I don't know what I would do, but I couldn't keep going as pops because as a man, those kids deserve to know who their real father is, and their real father deserves to know he got kids. He probably knew anyway, right? Or it wasn't, she just was out there and he didn't know. But I'm like, God damn.
What would you do in that situation? Because I'm sitting there thinking about it. I'm dropping
them off at the orphanage, bro. Them ain't mine.
You dropping them off?
What am I gonna do? I'm gonna look at them in their face every day, right? And I don't got that in me. I ain't that much man, bro. I don't have it in me. Okay, not the orphanage, her mama house, right? The orphanage was extreme. That was extreme. My bad. So nobody cuss me out for that one.
Listen, well, I'll be honest. You know what I mean? Like,
I couldn't do it.
I don't think women understand because we don't birth children and they do. We don't have the same connection to them like they do, right?
Those whole dudes out here leaving their actual kids. You know
what I'm saying? The hell? Like, once I find out it ain't mine, like, you know what I mean? Like, I get it. Like, I wouldn't be mad at that either. Like, kids need love too. Go find their goddamn daddy. Like,
but they dad, right? Your father or is owed that responsibility. You probably can't find him because his mom's passed.
Yeah,
she might have been for the streets. So that one was just crazy, man. And I was looking at the comments in the group, and the women were like, "Oh, you got to be a piece of shit, man, not to stay. It's not the kid's fault." And I'm like, "It's not his fault either, right? Dude didn't ask for this, right? Like, can you imagine? Like,
no,
bro, that's
And that's the
That's
reason
like
why
going to work for 20 years and then find out you never worked there.
I never
You get no,
worked there.
you know what I'm saying? You get no checks. You just think you're
Listen,
getting direct deposit. You just living
man,
off some old people money.
man, goddamn it. And that's the reason why these dudes be sneaking getting DNA tests and shit like that. Now,
Man, you got no
this
choice.
type of stuff be having me paranoid.
I
They
test
be
my
having me
kids every year. Technology a motherfucker. Let me find out. You know what I'm saying?
Your kid's grown as hell.
I still test them.
You
Oh,
still
man.
testing. Hey,
Test
so
them
give me a
goddamn-
piece.
every time new
You going up
technology
to your
come out.
daughter pricking hair and shit?
Man, you don't get daddy a hug. I'm talking shit, bro. I'm talking shit. I don't test my kids. They grow.
You
That's too late
taking
for me to know.
straws out
goddamn
of
it.
drinks and shit.
And don't throw that cup away. Right? Put that up in the plastic bag like the police. Technology got good. Shit.
Yeah, listen, and I get it. Like that's why I know it'd be kind of disrespectful or whatever, and I might even hide it. This is me just being upfront in the future. I may get a goddamn DNA test if it's my wife. I don't care. I may get a goddamn DNA test. Like,
Get it, especially if it's your wife. I mean, bro. I'm switching subjects again. So one of my homies, she hit me up. She was telling me about a story. You know what I'm saying? Like a motherfucker she know had had to go to court. Went to court trying to get their child support reduced.
Okay.
Ended up getting this shit raised. Right?
Oh, what the
To the point where she said bro probably making he probably bringing home 200 after taxes. Make $19, $20 an hour. But after taxes and all these expenses, he getting about 150, 200.
Damn.
I'm like, God damn.
Every 2 weeks?
I don't know if it's every 2 weeks or every week. I don't know how that shit works.
Yeah, whenever.
But then I'm like, how many fucking kids he got? She's like, well, he got 11. I said, well, shit. That's self-inflicted, bro.
Yeah, man. Like,
goddamn. At some point, I don't know, bro. It's bro, it's wild out here.
Man, I don't, and don't get me wrong. When I'm out here, and ain't no kid, and I don't understand. Like, it's not that damn difficult. And this is where I started to get on my critical, high horse type shit.
Get on it, bro.
It is not that fucking difficult to fuck and not have kids. Like it's not. It's really not that hard. And these people be out here like they don't have a clue. Like this shit is a calculus quiz when they just can't figure it out. It's not that hard, bro. Like it isn't.
I wanted 2 children. I have a boy. We have a son and a daughter. After that, I was like, I'm done. I got my shit cut. Now I will say this. I understand why they don't pull out. That's the best shit on earth. That shit is like winning the lottery over and over and over again.
It do feel great. So me personally, I'm a big condom user, but
no doubt.
I did
you
have
got no kids.
Man, I did have a girlfriend back in a couple years ago, and she was fine. I mean, I outkicked my coverage on that one. This woman looked good. And to this day,
raw dogging.
Yeah.
You pulled that street news shit.
Lord have mercy. I said, listen, but the thing about her was, and I know all dudes say this shit, but the thing about her was, I truly believe she didn't want to have a kid. She told me, she said, if I ever found out I was pregnant, you would not even know because I'm going straight to Planned Parenthood. I'm voting Democrat every year just in case.
She didn't fuck with you, bro. Like, damn.
I didn't. Okay. Oh, my heart is broken. Oh, go ahead. Do what you got to do. No. So, but I get it. I was in it. I was like, man, this feels amazing. But other than that, I mean, it ain't. I just no, hell no, because it's just such a goddamn headache. That co-parenting shit don't work.
Yeah.
Don't work. A lot of people be like, oh well. I hate this term a lot.
Bro, I'm looking for something because I got to tell you. But go ahead, my bad.
A lot of people be saying that goofy shit. Well, I'd rather see my parents or I'd rather see my kids see me co-parent than be in a toxic relationship and watch that growing up. Okay, so see a revolving door of dicks for the next 18
toxic
years
dicks.
plus, cocks and dicks. See a revolving door of women coming through and arguing and fighting. That is so much better than trying to stick that shit out.
It's still toxic. The relationship between the daddy and the mom is still toxic. It's just toxic in different houses, right? That's it. Like I don't. If somebody's getting abused, that's a different story, right? So I was having this conversation with my boy. I'm like, bro, listen. I had a son at 18, right? Mm-hmm. At 18, my life was over in the aspect of living for me.
Yep.
I have now created life, right? I have created life. That means I have to dedicate my life to protecting, providing, ensuring that life that I created has a great opportunity to survive.
Yep.
I don't get to get mad because my kid's mom did something stupid that I could probably get over, whatever we could work through and say, fuck this family. right?
I'm
Because
wrong.
that's selfish. And women get mad at me all the time. I'm like, you got to be a bitter motherfucker to leave a family because that man cheated. You know what I'm saying? You destroyed your kid's life because you couldn't, because that's selfish.
That's
And
fucked.
I know people will be mad at me in the comments, and
No, I
that's
agree.
okay because
No,
I
I
don't give a
agree.
fuck because I still got the same woman from 32 years ago, and I argue with any motherfucker that don't. Right?
Mm, mm.
My tequila just kicked in. I felt it. You know, so I don't get the concept of, oh man, you know, it didn't work out. We went separate ways. You didn't, right? Or I ask a motherfucker, man, why you don't marry that chick? Oh, she ain't wife material. Let me tell you a secret about a wife and a mother, right? Because I've had both, right? If a chick is not worth being your wife, she's damn sure not worth being a mother. Because you can get out of the wife shit way easier than you can get out of the mother shit.
Goofy asses.
It's
Like,
goofy, bro.
this is goofy as shit. Like, and I don't, as ass backwards is goofy. It's nearsighted, right? Because oh, she's not wife material, but you trust this person with your seed when you're not around.
Man. And so that's the other thing. I be on chicks
Do
pretty
people
hard
like their
sometimes.
goddamn kids? I'm really goddamn curious. Do people even like their children the way that they just be breaking up their homes, moving
No, they don't
away?
like the
Like,
motherfuckers, man.
they
Not most because
really
they didn't
don't
want
like.
them. They didn't want them. I mean, let's be real, right? Most people today, I go back 5, 6, 7 years.
Mhm.
Most people have a baby who've been together less time it takes to actually make a baby.
Damn.
People are getting pregnant before 9 months of being with somebody. I looked at a Facebook post today. This chick was like, relationships that nobody cares about relationships. Everybody's disgusting. I look at a picture of her and her kids. They're beautiful kids. She's got 3 beautiful kids.
Mhm.
Them like a Crayola box. White chick, one of them's got to be half Mexican. One of them I know is half black, and the other one's 2 halves white. Right? I'm like, your relationship ain't the fucking problem.
Mm-mm.
Right? And I appreciate somebody who loves all races, but that, you know, you don't gotta love them that much. Right?
Yeah.
You maybe have a little racism in you if that's the fucking way you go be free. But I'm like, you have 3 kids by 3 obviously different dudes.
So
There's
you out here starting the United Nations talking about the
ain't
goddamn
hit 24 yet.
Jesus.
Right? Ain't hit 24 yet, man. And you know, bro, I had one of my older homies come by the other day, and I hope you don't see this as, you know, I shouldn't talk about it. But you know, we talked, you know, he popped up, just random shit, you know, which is cool with me, because if you one of my old homies, like when I say old homies, I mean homies 40 and up, right?
Mhm.
You one of them, you can always talk, because I know you on good shit.
Yeah.
But anyway, we stopped by, we just, you know, we do what we do, right? Hey man, how's the family? Blah blah. I'm like, hey, how your daughter doing? You know what I'm saying? He said, oh, she doing good, blah blah blah. She got 4 kids. I said, she having any more? He said, no, I took her to the doctor myself.
Damn.
Said, God damn.
Damn.
He said, man, shit, I paid for that. I paid for her to get, you know, get right.
Mhm.
And I thought that's I can see that, right? If you know, if you ain't acting right with your offspring, and she's a great mom. Now, I'm not saying that. She just, you know, had a lot of kids in a short amount of time.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna stop that before he or she see this, and I have to argue with one of my friends, and I love him. But shit's crazy, bro. Like I don't, you know, that's one of my biggest fears, because you know you can do everything right,
Mhm.
and your kids can still decide to do some dumb shit.
That's yo. Listen to
Like,
me. I asked a question. I was in a group chat with some dudes, and I think 2 of them, maybe 3 of them, is parents. And I asked them. I said, "What?" And I know we're kind of going in on women or whatever the case is, but it's an important question. I think it goes through every man's mind, kids or no kids. What are some steps that you take to keep your daughter off the pole? Because I saw a video. I saw a video
every
of
step you
this
can,
chick
bro.
in stripper attire, and she was on somebody's grandma's porch sucking off a bottle, and they was trying to promote some club. She was on her knees sucking off a bottle, like it was like a bottle, and I guess she was
Ain't no
showing her
hope for that.
fellatio. And I'm just like, I pray for sons, like I really do. Like this is what like you said, you can raise your kids in a perfect environment. They're gonna do what the fuck they want to
But
do, but I still would, a part of me, I don't have kids, but I feel like a part of me would feel like a goddamn failure. Like what?
I mean, all you can do is hope. I'm blessed. My kids turned out great, right?
Mhm.
I came from a rough upbringing. You know what I'm saying, in the streets, and you know we had not had houses, and we didn't have a place to stay before, and we made it through all that shit. And my kids are great.
Yeah.
And that's a blessing, right?
Mhm.
But it is the flip of a fucking coin, because at any moment, and this is especially true for women, girls, daughters, women, whatever you want to say, bro. I understand how easy it is as a man to slide up, spit some good game, and change your whole fucking life. You
Mhm.
can love your daddy for 50 years. When the right man come by with that game, and you gonna hear him out, And if we lay down that meat like he's supposed to, shit, she
Oh,
Crystal.
God.
You know
Nah,
what I'm saying? Just out the door.
bro, man, that shit is terrifying. That is absolutely terrifying because it's like this is what I have to represent me when I leave this world, right? Like
Bro, if it's that bad when you leave, just leave.
I
Shit.
don't want people to remember, like,
You ain't gonna remember them after you go, so it don't
but
matter.
people like that's my legacy. Like, don't with certain people out here, like, let me think of somebody that died with a shitty reputation. Let's imagine, imagine R. Kelly died today. 50% of the planet's gonna remember this dude as the R&B genius, wrote songs for Celine Dion, et cetera, et cetera. And no matter what side of the fence you lay on, the other 50% gonna remember this dude as a
Hey,
goddamn pedophile. What
hey,
was you
well,
doing with your 50-something years of life to leave
bro,
that type of like that's crazy as
obviously
hell.
he was pedophiling. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
mean, yeah, he was
we,
pissing on children. But my point is just like, dude, like that's some shit I be thinking about as far as like,
you have to,
legacy
right?
and what I
Right,
leave
you have
behind.
to.
You know what I mean? Like, what am I
Yeah,
doing on this planet if what I leave behind ain't worth shit? You know what I
man.
mean? Like,
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. It's oof, bro. I don't know. Like, it's a crazy. Being a parent is nuts because you don't. It's not even so much of what you can do. It's the shit you can't control. You have
mhm,
no input, right, on shit after they get grown, especially.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? Especially
mhm.
once they get grown, you just gotta hope. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I've been
Yeah.
blessed, right? You know, my daughter's 22. She got one. She had two boyfriends in her life, right?
Mhm.
And and I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? Because there's not a bunch. I'm like, and you know, it's like it's crazy because her boyfriend will call me, hey, Mr. Brevard, man, can we, can we hang out tonight? I'm like, let's go to the bar. Man, I'm old, bro, but I'm in that motherfucking bar with him. Let's hang out. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Mhm.
You wanna hang out with me? And you my daughter's boy, you goddamn right. I'm
That's
buying drinks
dope
for all
as
your
hell.
friends, right?
That's
I'm buying
dope as
everybody shit,
I
right? Yeah. I want to hang
listen.
out. I want you to be comfortable enough with me so you can remember who I am because I'm still the same cat. I just got older, and somebody gonna walk up and be like, hey, and you go see the real me, and you like, okay, I ain't finna fuck up, right? But that and the fact that you have that respect for me, right?
Yeah.
Every time bro come over, um, he stands up, shake my hand like a man, right? I'm
Mhm.
blessed
Damn.
because
Yeah.
I know some. Whew, I be
Mhm.
looking on Facebook sometime. I be like, man, sometimes I feel bad. I be scrolling. I'm like, damn, she was. I remember her when she was young. That's so and
Damn.
so kid, right? Like, damn, right?
Damn.
Last time I
Damn.
seen, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy,
Man,
bro.
and so
Oh my,
what do you? So I know you said that at a certain point they grow and they're gonna do whatever the hell they want, but I know part of that is the way that you raised her, right? So what do you
no doubt.
contribute to your? What do you think that you did intentionally
I,
to make her one respect herself and also choose, right? Because I don't
bro,
know too
I,
many kids like that. You know what I
I
mean? Like,
I think her mother played a bigger part. I'm not gonna sit here and try to steal
mm,
credit, right? My
mm,
wife is an amazing woman, and
mhm,
she was a great wife, and from and a great mom from start through to current, right?
mhm,
And so I think my kids saw that, right? Because I was different. I started off in the streets, bro, but I had
mhm,
this mentality of my kids aren't gonna see me hustle. So I
mhm,
would get up when I was a street cat. I would get up in the morning, right? Put on some slacks, tuck my little polo in,
mhm,
take whatever I needed to take with me to go, and I left at 8 o'clock, and I didn't come home before 5. My
mm,
kids will at least think I'm at work, right? Well, I said kids, I only had a son at the time, right?
mhm,
I portrayed this role until I could feel it,
mhm,
right? I faked it until I could make it.
mhm,
But we were it was always family, right? I did a lot of travel and a lot of shit working. So a lot of responsibility fell on my wife to make sure when I wasn't here, when I was providing for the kids, right? Because I used to have to get on a plane and go to other countries to work. Um, she had, it was her the way she carried herself, right? The
mm,
way she should, and that ain't I don't see that today, right? And
mm.
I'm gonna say, bro, it took me a while. I remember one time I was talking to somebody, and dude was like, "Man, my girl's steady getting all these dick pics. I don't know what to do." I kind of got mad. I'm like, "Ain't nobody in my goddamn girl inbox. What's wrong with her? Why she look funny or something?" Right? So I was a little shitty though. For a minute,
Ain't
I was
nobody in
shitty.
my
I'm like, "Ain't nobody in her motherfucking inbox." She look funny to everybody else because she look good to me, right? I'm like, "The fuck." But
Everybody out here, as long as you happy, bro, yo
man,
ass thinking.
I'm over here shitty, and I'm like,
Damn,
somebody
man.
jump in her shit. But what it
Yeah.
is the way people carry themselves,
Mm,
right? It's the
mm,
way, bro. So the chick posted on Facebook today, and I get too involved and people being stupid. So she posted something and she said, "Oh, this dude." And I was talking to this dude. It went south, and I blocked him on Facebook. And then he called, and I blocked him on the cell phone. Then he added me on TikTok, so I blocked him on TikTok. And then she said, "I unblocked him on Facebook," and he immediately started messaging me. He a creep. I said, "Why the fuck did you unblock him?"
Yeah.
Right? Oh, well, I just thought it wasn't a problem anymore. Nah, motherfucker, you wanted that
You
communication.
want that attention. Because when I block people, I forget they exist.
Bro, same thing I told my wife, because I was telling my wife about shit. I said, man, I done blocked some motherfuckers when Facebook was new. That I forgot that they didn't block. I done had conversations with people. I'm like, man, add me. No, not remembering I blocked them. They was like, man, I can't find you. I'm like, oh shit, you probably got the axe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I've never unblocked anybody.
No,
Right? I've never unblocked anybody.
Like, I legit, like, man, it's certain people that they'll mention these days, and I'm like, where they on Facebook? I get to searching, can't find it, and then months later I'll go in my block list. I'm like, oh damn, we was Facebook friends.
Bro, I don't even go in my block list. So I can put somebody in it. And if I put you on my block list, it's because you said something stupid, I ain't feel like arguing.
Yep.
Right? That's all it is. I ain't nobody stalking me or no shit like that. With the exception, well, I shouldn't say that. Bro, I was out one time, me and the wife and this little chick we knew came up, her and her dude, right? And it's a little white chick, and she like him. She like him rough, right? You know, gold grills and fresh out the joint, right? But I respect everybody's choices. So anyway, you know what I'm saying? You know, she introduced us to the dude. I'm like, hey, how you doing, man? You know, we speak, we conversate. I want to get to know you because I don't want to judge you by the way you look. I was right, but I want to judge you by the way you look. So we talk a little bit. You know, we chop it up. Ain't nothing good. You know, no big deal. We all good. You know, and I always tell people, man, listen, if you're ever interested in getting in this kind of industry, hit me up. I know people, right? So I get a phone call one day, or dude hit me on Facebook. Hey, man, what's up, bro? I'm like, hey, how you doing, man? What's going on? Hey, man, I want to rap at you. Cool. Said, where you at? Give me a number. I'll call you right now. I'll call you on Facebook, whatever. Nah, I want to rap at you in person. Okay, well, I charge $200 an hour for my time, bro. I got a lot of it booked, right? Yeah. So we got to find a weekend or something, right? This is like a Tuesday. Like, we can catch up on the weekend. Right? As a matter of fact, I run into you the same place I ran into you last time. Nah, man, I need to see you before then. Okay, now we got a little bit something going on. I'm like, what's up? What am I missing? Oh, we got to talk man to man, face to face. I'm like, bro, I can give you my number. You can call me right now. But this conversation is a little weird. And
it's really kind of strange. Yeah.
Right. So I hit a girl. I'm like, hey, am I tripping? Oh boy, that we saw you with. Oh, he tripping. Don't worry. Ignore him. I'm like, what you mean ignore him? What? I need to know what's going on. Oh, he looked at some old pictures of us. And he thought we messed around. I'm like, bro, did you we've been cool for years, right? And I'm like, what pictures? Oh, the ones with me, you, and your wife. I said, okay, so he just insecure as fuck. So I do back. I'm like, hey, bro, I talked to your homie. Listen, how you want to handle this? Oh, nigga, we gotta man up face to face. I said, you just gonna get blocked, bro. I don't got time for this shit. You ain't gonna do it but cost me money, right? So I block him off. That's how you get on my block list. You just gotta talk some shit. So I'm like. So he ain't even the only one, bro.
Oh,
he ain't even the only one. With this particular chick, bro, I done had 3 cats, right? And she's cool. We've been cool with her for years, right? So she comes to the parties. She's one of the homies. So sometimes we do take pictures. Like if you don't know us, maybe it might look funny. Me and her take pictures of her, just this is who we are, right? But her dudes, it's them cats. It's the same dude with a different name. You know what I'm saying? It's the most insecure motherfuckers on earth. Dude today is soft as fucking hot marshmallows, bro. I don't give a fuck. Dude's
man, soft. That shit is weird as hell. And then that type of shit, because I had my last situation. Was that Rajane? And I talked about it on live.
You say that name a lot. You probably should try to work on that one because you say that name every time the alcohol kick in. I heard that name about 400 times in 3 weeks.
No, me and her close, and me and her close. Like we talk a couple times a week. Like I got a list because I'm down here and I don't really have. I live in Atlanta for your viewers. I live in Atlanta, but I'm from Minnesota, and I moved from Minnesota about 4 or 5 years ago. But when I'm down here, I haven't really integrated or made new friends and shit like that. So most of the time that I'm talking to people is people back home. It's people back in Minnesota. Right. And I got a couple of people that I talk to frequent enough to where it do seem like, but they're friends. Like most of my friends are women. But her goddamn baby daddy, they came at me sideways and shit like that. And I'm like,
wait. Yeah, I thought you didn't date single mom. Hold on now, because I'm confused.
I never dated her. Never.
Oh, y'all just cool.
To this day, I've only seen her in person once when he was there. Listen, so hold on. Let me break down the story for your viewers.
My bad, man. My bad.
Yeah. So I was in Minnesota and I was driving in Nebraska. I was on a road trip, right? And I teach firearms training classes. I'm a firearms instructor. I taught the class to her and him. And when they went to the range, they shot with one of my instructors that I hired because I got like contract instructors and stuff. Well, something happened to where I had to meet up with them two to give them paperwork. And I gave them paperwork. He was there, she was there, just gave it to him quickly. That was the only time that I ever met her. Other than that, we had conversations on the phone. She was pregnant at the time with his kid. We was cool. I really don't fuck with single moms like that, right? Like we were just friends or whatever. I'm on a road trip like a month and a half later, driving to Nebraska from Minnesota. I get a FaceTime from her. I open up the FaceTime, his ugly ass mug there. He's sitting there mean, looking mad. Like the dude was like 5'8", like a $130. So he ain't even intimidating, but he's angry, right? He's an angry little black kid. So I'm like, what's up, slow bus or short bus? That was my nickname for him. Like, what's up, short bus? And he like, I'm gonna beat your ass. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, how does this work for you? Like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? And he's like, man to man, look at me and tell me you ain't had sex with this woman. What woman?
Like, eat that shit up, bro.
Hung up. I'm like, what woman? And then he puts the camera on her. I'm like, Rush, no, I haven't even. I met her once. Like, I don't even know. Like, we had conversation on the phone. What are you talking about? He like, nah, I went through her phone. I'm like, that's where you need to stop. Like, why are you going through this girl's phone with this insecure bullshit? I went through her phone and y'all keying and blah blah blah. I'm like, dude, I've not even met her like on some one-on-one shit. We had conversations. What the fuck is you talking about? Yeah, well, she always going behind my back and do it. That's y'all problem. This shit ain't got nothing to do with me. Like, what the fuck is you?
You mad at the wrong person.
You mad at the wrong person. And then she's sitting there embarrassed as shit. I blocked the both of them that day. I didn't talk to Rajane for 2 years. God damn it! Like me and her just started talking again like a month ago because I didn't. This is 2021. I just started talking. Huh?
Her and dudes still together?
No, they didn't get. She broke up with his dusty ass, but it was just like you tripping. You know what I mean? It's shit like that where like when you come to me with that whole et cetera, bro, I live in Atlanta, man. Like it is too many women out here with some goddamn sense whose exes ain't crazy that I could be dealing with in the like, you know, for somebody I'm not even into like that. Right, you know what I'm saying? So I blocked the both of their ass that day. I didn't hear from her till her mom actually hit me up like in May, maybe June, and she's like, yeah, she don't talk to him anymore.
Mom's put in a good word for you.
Her mom's put in a good word. Dead ass, like my left hand to God. Like her mom steps in. She like, you need to reach out to her. She miss you. And I'm like, this is weird, but I guess because my Duke stepped in, you know, I have a conversation. But that shit was so fucking weird, man. I'm like, these dudes is insecure, and the dude that probably was beating it up is probably still beating it up. And it ain't me.
No
you know what I'm saying? Like you getting mad at the wrong dude. Like I wish I got this much cat out here. You know what I'm saying? Like bro, at this man, shit. I ain't going.
It's some insecure motherfucking men out here, bro. Like again, I'm on a different end of the spectrum. But hold on 1 second because I'm getting a drink delivered real quick. Hold on. Okay. You swing right. Give me 1 second, bro. Appreciate it. I had to swap out the drink. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
You know what I'm saying? I had to swap out the drink real quick. But it's crazy, bro. I didn't seen so many insecure dudes. And it'd be the wrong shit, right? Like, man, I was laying in the bed one night with the wife. My phone ring 3 a.m. I gotta get it, right? Somebody did. Oh man, you with my girl? I'm like, if your girl is my girl, I might be. You know what I'm saying? Like, what
if your girl's last name is Privet,
she be saying, I'm like, bro, that's your girl. Don't call me. Just say you can't find her, right? Just say you can't find her, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just say you can't find her. Don't call me.
And the male ego's so stupid, right? Because, like you said, you can ask a question. You know what I mean? You don't have to get on some macho shit like, hey, I can't find my chick right now. I'm just trying to make sure that, you know what I mean? Bro, like,
I'm laying in bed with my wife looking at me. I'm like, that's this motherfucker. Once I say who it was, like, oh, okay, that motherfucker always got him. Bro, like, this is who he is, right? So, and we used to be super cool, right? And he had to go get his wife off another dude's lap on their wedding night, right? So we all go to the, you know, they had a little wedding, wow, right? They beef after the wedding at the crib. She dipped. Bro, come back like she dipped she gone for a good 2 hours. We still partying, right? Bro did like, I don't know, an hour into the 2 hours that she gone. We all day crib party and they ain't there. Bro come back, she crying and shit. I'd have knocked a motherfucker out. I said, what you? He used to have to knock, bro.
He said he knocked them out
Bro, listen,
on their
this is
wedding
before they
night?
got married too, right? Before they got married, so black dude, white chick, but she had a
Mhm.
thing for Mexican dude. So she would go to the bar and be all over Mexican dude. He just walk in there, bam, knock dude out. And I'm like, man, you can't keep hitting these dudes that don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
you hitting dudes because your wife acting up. I'm like, that ain't how it work, bro.
What do y'all be doing in South Bend, man? Like, what the fuck
It's crazy.
is going on?
It's
Y'all
crazy.
out y'all goddamn minds. Like,
Bro, this city, it ain't much different than anything else. We just got a whole lot of simps. We got a whole lot of simps, bro.
I don't. So I've gotten to the level where it's like I realize how many women are actually out here. Like women
That's a
that are.
ton.
It is a lot of women
It's a
out
ton.
here. For me to be losing my mind, costing myself money, freedom, all that shit over a chick. When I
But you gotta realize, bro, and I had to be brought to terms to realize because I kind of think I see the world from my perspective,
Mhm.
right? But one of my guys was like, man, you gotta realize not everybody can get a woman. Right? Because my guys laugh at me. I go with my homies. Like, you know, I go with my homies and I get a lot of, I don't know why. I probably got a funny shaped head or something, but I get a lot of attention from women. And I legit run from chicks. Right?
Yeah.
My guys they call it the Dak Shuffle. You know, my real name's Dakari. So they call it the Dak Shuffle. I run. I'm cool, right? I do this shit quick and right? But so it's funny to me, right? It's funny to me,
you,
but
you in the club doing the yayo dance.
man, bro, I'm telling you, right? But to me, it's funny. But dudes is like, man, a lot of dudes don't get access to women. And so they say, you got to realize that while you have a wife that's loved you forever and you're running from these chicks, there's a lot of dudes that can't get a woman at all. So when they get that one, right, they're going all in. And don't get me wrong, you're supposed to go all in for your woman to a certain extent. Right.
But
If
knocking
she
dudes
acting
out
up,
because she's sitting on people's laps.
man,
No, you're right. You're right. I was actually just talking to this finance chick on the phone before she called me during the live. And I was telling her where it's like, it took me a while to figure out what's my shtick. You know what I mean? Like, what do I use to be able to attract women, right? Because some dudes are super duper tall, some dudes are really like buff, muscular, some dudes got money, whatever the case is. Everyone has their thing. Mine's is having a good conversation. Like, if I
man,
can
that
get a
trumps
foot,
everything, bro.
man, if I can get a foot in the door with any woman, I don't care who it is. If I get a foot in the door, which that's always my hardest part is getting a foot in the door. But if I can get a foot in the door and actually like sit down and have a conversation with me, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. You know what I mean? Like,
Right. You get the
start
gab.
asking questions, paying attention to details, and asking follow-up questions. It's not that goddamn difficult. But that was a trial and error process for me. When I was 19, I didn't have it. When I was 21, I didn't realize it's about myself. I hit 24, 25. Okay, yeah, it's starting to kind of come together. And now by 32, I'm like, all right, I know what I have. I know what my advantages are, disadvantages, et cetera, et cetera.
You know who
but
you
some
are.
dudes never figure that out. Some
Not at
dudes
all.
never figure that out. They just trying what they see works for other dudes or whatever the case is. So they don't get play like that.
Right.
I'm not saying I'm some type of,
No, but I feel what you're saying.
Casanova or some shit like that
I
out
feel what
here.
you're saying.
But I've been around the block and it ain't that goddamn difficult. But you have to know who you are and have to
Right.
know what women actually want and how to attract them.
Bro,
But
I got a homie. He's bro, but I got a homie. When he got married, I'm like, bro, I met him. He was already married.
Mhm.
I'm like, bro, how did you get married? Right? Because he's his second marriage. I'm like, why you get married? Because you literally tricking with your first ex-wife. Literally tricking.
Damn.
Right? I said, why would you get married? He said, man, because she wouldn't give me no pussy if we wasn't married. I said, bro, is it that hard?
Man.
He said, man, I don't have no game. I respect that. He got money. Right? So one night we out and it's this chick and she's super bad. And she looking at dude. I'm like, bro, she feeling you. I'm picking up the vibe. Right?
Mhm.
I'm like, go holler at her because he already a host, so it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? And this by the time him and his wife is split up. I'm like, man, go do your thing, bro. And I'm just gonna offer some money. What? Right? I'm like, bro, like she really throwing it out to you. Right?
I'm just gonna offer some money.
It's 1 something in the morning. You in the bar, bro. I'm out with my guys, right? I'm like, she feeling you, bro.
Mhm.
Man, I'm just gonna offer some money. I said, bro, just save your money. Man, he go over there. I don't know what the fuck he said. That girl came over to me. She said, your friend talked himself out of some pussy. He's stupid. And walks off. I said, bro, what did you say? He said, man, I don't know how to, that's why I offer money. I said, you go ahead and stick to offering money, bro. Like, cause that's your move. He just don't have that, he don't have that know-how, right? He doesn't,
Oh, Jesus.
bro. Listen, man. Oh, you want to, I done been putting so many people's shit.
Come on,
This
man.
motherfucker, right? And his last wife was super churchy, right? I go to the crib one day, right? He had a little get together, little cookout. Hey man, you coming? Yeah, I'm coming, bro. He said he blowing me up. I'm like, this is weird, right? Because you normally hit me ask me if I'm coming. I'm always at the event. Same dude, right? This is the same dude. So I'm always at the events. Man, I show up, hit the doorbell. He had to be waiting on me. Hey bro. I told my wife it was you on the computer looking at them white girls on the porn. Bro, you didn't invite me over here for this. Right? I'm talking his wife, super churchy. What happened was he left his goddamn internet history up. And she went on the computer and he blamed that shit on me because I'm married to a white chick. I said, bro, your wife hate me now. She hate my wife and she don't know. I said, man, what kind of shit is, bro? I used to get blamed for so much shit, man.
Okay, was he like a big church dude too? Because then it would make more sense. No,
not at all. He wanted some pussy, so he got married.
Oh my God. Oh,
bro.
The thing is, like, for issues like that, I feel like that's fixable. Like, go to Toastmasters, goddamn, go get you a coach or some shit. Like, if it really mattered, but when you got money, you can just feel it. You can skip all that shit. I offer some money. You know what I mean? But to be getting married to get some pussy, that's crazy.
Yeah, that was a little bit before his money got right. And but I mean, you know what I'm saying? He got good though. Right. So now, you know, he's acting right now. He's like, man, I got you over that shit. I got a new chick. I settled down, you know. I'm like, all right. But bro, should be wild. We go to a restaurant. He's like, hey man, I was like, don't do that shit, bro. Right. It's daytime, right? But he'll walk up to a chick like, hey, I'll give you $500. Right? You would not believe the number of women that went with him. Oh, 500?
500?
Man, listen. Corey Holcomb only offering 200. He's smashing on the regular.
God damn it. What's poverty looking like, goddamn, in that area? Because that's crazy.
Bro, do you know how many people broke their back all day at work and don't make 500 in that day? Bro, listen, he gonna keep it all the way real. He in and out in 2 minutes. That's $250 a minute. You know what I'm saying? I look, that's a good investment.
Oh, shit.
No matter what you do.
No. Like, that's the way. And I put it. So I remember once, I think I did. I think either I said it or I wanted to say it afterwards. I remember back when I was a cheating ass Negro. And I told her, I'm like, look, man, you're the only person I've been with for like 7 months. It wasn't even that good with the other person. She slapped shit. Yeah. She slapped me because I'm like, you getting all mad at it like this some passionate love making. Like,
it really ain't that big, right? You're just like, fuck it. I just did something.
Yeah, I just did something.
You know,
like,
women and men look at sex differently, right?
I mean, she had the music playing in the background when she's envisioning it, but it's like it wasn't like that. G, like niggas still had their shoes on, like. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't even hell no.
Bro, I used to do business with this brother, man, and he was cool as hell, but he had a whole streak, right? Mm-hmm. And I would tell him, you know, he lived in a different state, but he would come up here because we had some business to do. Mm-hmm. And every time he come up here, be on some bullshit. I'm like, bro, you gonna stop being on that bullshit with me, right? Because you're gonna put me in your shit. I know everybody here. Right? And one night we were out fucking Bar Louie, right? Yeah. And there's these two white chicks, beautiful, right? And you know, he's hollering at one and he's like, man, this other chick. I said, bro, don't put me in that shit. I'm going the fuck home. Right? That's where I'm going. You're not finna do this. You're not finna put me in there. And I'm like, I strongly suggest you leave too. Cause he didn't leave. He left with her. And 6-8 months later, every time he coming to Indiana, he fucking with her. And she was beautiful, bro. I ain't gonna sit here and bullshit you.
Was he single or did he have somebody already?
He had a fucking girl, bro. He had a girl and a kid and all this other shit. That's why I'm like, bro, you're doing too much. It got to a point where I was like, I don't even want to fuck with you when you here. Cause when that shit goes south, I want no part of it.
Right.
Fast forward about 8 months, bro, call me. You don't ever have your homie call you in panic mode? Like you hear when you say hello, they don't even say nothing but, oh my God, bro. You know, he went into that shit. I'm like, man, what's wrong? Man, my wife was upstairs and all I heard was, and when I say wife, girlfriend at the time, white. Like when I say white, she took the chicken out of the package, put it right in the stove. Right in the oven. No seasoning.
Damn.
Right?
Yeah.
Bro, he said, man, I heard my girl scream loud as hell on the second floor. He said, but she wasn't hurt. Right? It was a different. He said,
he didn't cry like a baby. Like, you know what I mean? Like the babies, you know the difference.
Said she ran down the stairs and like, I can't fucking believe. So the girl found his girl and messaged him. He was taking pictures and videos and all this other shit. bro. So she called her his girl called her best friend over, and she come over. They sit in the car with the doors locked. Got the other girl on speaker. My guy was inside the car banging on the windows, and she just telling all the business. And I'm just like, bro, you fucked up. I said, I told you that day not to fuck with that chick, bro. And I said, I told you when it went bad, I want no part of it. Right? Bro, one thing I'm good at predicting is when you shouldn't do some shit.
Some shit about to go left.
And I told him, bro, I said, man, don't fucking do that shit. They worked through it and ended up getting married.
God damn.
Hold on, no, it gets worse. So
fuck.
One day, and he was always a little insecure, right? Mm-hmm. So one day, bro called me and I'm talking to him. And we having a real conversation. It's some important shit, but I can tell, when you tell a motherfucker ain't on the other end, he ain't paying no attention. I'm like, bro, I don't know what the fuck you got going on, but this is a serious conversation. Why are you not paying attention? Oh, man, my wife out here looking at the trash, man, like a piece of meat. I said, bro, calm your insecure ass down, right? Mm-hmm. Nah, bro, I'm telling you, man, she looking at this motherfucker. And I'm like, bro, you insecure. I hung up. I said, I don't want to hear this shit. Bro, 2 days later, this motherfucker called me, man, this motherfucker, bro, she fucking the trash, man. Sick. Damn. Right? Like legit. Like, just I said,
how did he know?
So I immediately start laughing because that's who the fuck I am. I don't care. Yeah. I don't care who you are. This is funny.
Yep.
Right? But I asked that question. I'm like, bro, how do you know she's fucking the trash man?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because that's weird. Like, how the fuck you know? He said, man, bro, it was a daddy-daughter dance coming up. And my girl went to Target to buy my daughter's dress. So I called her and I talked to her. We talked, he said she seemed like she was trying to hurry up and get off the phone. But no big deal because, whatever. He said, man, when she said, all right, bye, he said, man, I just didn't hang up. Something told me don't hang up. Right? She put the phone in her purse and she heard her say to dude, all right, we cool now. Right? He thinks I'm at Target getting our daughter, a dress for the daddy-daughter dance. Giggle. Dude started talking, right? And I don't remember if he said he hung up or she hung up, but dude called me immediately. Bro, what should I do? I said, bro, I'm not the one for this advice because I'm gonna talk you into some shit you ain't supposed to do. So, but I'm also hilariously loud. I love you, bro, but this shit is funny to me, right? Because you told me it was the garbage man. And bro, she's like, oh no, we just friends. We talk a lot, but we never had sex, and we just ain't, bro. The shit got so crazy, right? Like, I had to go to, and it's 2 hours away. I went up to Michigan. I got a hotel room in Michigan with 2 beds. I want to clarify, and I said, bro, just leave the crib, bro, because I'm on my way. I'm talking to this motherfucker the whole 2 hours. I get up 2.5 hours, whatever it is. I get up there. I'm like, bro, I got a room. You know what I'm saying? Just come chill. Let's talk. Right. And then I call his wife because I'm cool. We all cool. Right. And I'm like, matter of fact, bro, when they had, we went on the honeymoon with them. Right. That's how cool we are. Right. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because they got married around my birthday, around his birthday. So we all we did a couples thing. But I call his wife. I'm like, man, what the fuck is going on? Oh, and she's just not been good. And I've been talking to this dude and I'm emotionally attached, blah, 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 bro. So I'm like, listen, I got him at the hotel, come to the hotel. There's a conference room. I always say this hotel when I came to that town anyway. So I knew the people. I'm like, it was late. It was later at night. I'm like, hey, can I get the conference room? My boys need to have a conversation, bro. So, and I'm gonna sit in the lobby and watch you motherfuckers through this glass conversation, because dude's hands is amazing, right? He's former Golden Gloves. Oh. So I'm like, if you start swinging on it, bro, I got to tackle you. Right? I'm not gonna fight you because I can't win. I know it, and I'm not gonna shoot you because I love you, right? But I'm not gonna let you beat on this woman. So I'm gonna watch as y'all conversate, have this conversation, and they talking, and then she walk out first, and he walk out with that Larry the Loser look, right? So I'm like, bro, and I'm laughing right now because it's dirty, but it's still funny. It's funny. I don't care who you are. So I'm like, bro, what happened? He said, man, she told me she gotta go because she gotta go meet him.
Wait.
Right. I'm telling my husband.
You mean to tell me you drove 2 hours to play mediator and it ended with her leaving to go see the man that you got to play mediator over?
Bro, I said, what do you mean, bro? She was like, man, she said she has to go. I'm like, it was crazy, bro. So he tried, I don't know why, he tried to work through that shit, right? Because she worked through his shit. and he was at the crib one day. He said, "Man, I came in the crib, and she didn't hear me come in." I said, "All right, motherfucker, you was light footing because you know
Mhm.
you not no small dude. You light footing around the house." He said, "Man, she was on the phone with dude, and she said, 'Oh, I think he said I gotta go. I love you.'" I said, "What did you do? And where's the body?" Right?
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Where's the
Give
body?
me the
'Cause,
coordinates, but like,
bro, oh man, I just sat there and cried. I said, "Well, I understand why she doing it, bro." He turned into a straight bitch, bro. I'm like, this shit ain't even cool no more, bro. Like it was funny at first. This shit ain't even funny no more. You doing too much. She don't give a shit about you.
you don't
She
listen. I
don't
mean,
give a shit about you,
what is
bro.
the
Here's the
difference
crazy
between
part.
this situation and the one we started off the goddamn live about? The respect
Man,
is gone.
respect
There
is
was
gone,
there
bro.
was once there was
This cat, and I was a little mad at her only because he had a house that they grew up in, him and his mom and everything. They grew up in, and they lost the house through some other shit when he was younger, and he got his money up, and he bought the house back, and he lived in it,
damn.
right? He lived in
Mhm.
his house, and she always wanted this big ass. It was a regular ass crib. It wasn't nothing major, right? It was
Mhm.
a house he grew up in. It wasn't nothing stupid. He redid everything in the house, whatever, but it was still in the same hood, whatever. But she wanted this big, beautiful picket fence house, blah blah blah. So bro went out 6 months before all this shit and paid 265,000 for a crib back before these house costs was. This was back in 2019 before houses was stupid.
Mhm.
Bro, she did all that shit and then did acted the fuck up. I was like, man, you made that man sell his family home, right?
Wow, to buy
Move you
you
into this big ass house for you to do this dumb shit.
with a trash man. No,
But
no
it gets
disrespect to
worse.
my.
It
Oh
gets
my,
worse.
hold on,
Trash man. Yep, yep.
hold on 1 second.
Uh-oh, we got somebody, what they say? This is too much. Reality Booker. Hey, anybody that want to jump on, comment say you want to jump on. I'll send you a link to jump on. So if anybody want to jump on, that's you got to jump on with us. But bro, so it got worse, right? So
Mhm.
the trash man lived in a trailer park and he had a woman.
What the fuck is going on in
I don't
South
know.
Bend,
I
man?
was
Like,
Michigan, bro. You ain't finna
y'all,
blame my state for that shit, right?
listen.
And
I
he was
called
light
a Matt,
skinned.
man. It's the
It was
goddamn.
that wasn't us, right? So that was crazy. So so it was crazy because she was ready to give it. She was giving up the big house, right?
Mhm.
Bro, house is stupid, right? Make my house look small, and he got the reason I got my bar is because he built this bar. I was like, that shit's amazing. I want one too, right? Crib laid out, beautiful home. She stay at home mom. She don't work, bro. She ain't work, and she had a kid before him, right? That on this coming to be a common denominator in some of
Deja
this shit,
fucking Vu, god damn it. Like, what the
bro. So anyway, it came down to her being in love with this dude, but dude was like, I'm not leaving my girl, right? I'm not leaving my girl because she was kind of dude was like, hey, he finally told her, you gotta go, right? I can't do this no more. You gotta go. And she's like, well,
The
I'm
trash man told her you gotta go.
no, my guy told
Thank you, Lord.
his
Okay,
wife,
good man. Yeah, yeah.
nah.
Oh.
Let me no, because that's not how it ended, right?
Shit.
It didn't end that way,
Okay.
right? It didn't end that way because when he said you got to make a decision.
Uh-oh.
And her decision was to go with the other dude, but dude was like, I'm not, I don't got nowhere to put you. He
Come
living in
on,
the
ma.
trailer.
You
He
know I
living in
got
the
a
trailer
wife.
with his chick,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Driving a pickup truck. My guy making 200 racks a year, living great, and I'm just like, damn. And no jokes, just bro has always had women shoot at they shots at him. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Dude, he's light skinned cat, good hair. At the time was in great shape. Right? You
Mhm.
had everything going for you, bro. You had it all, but she was gone. Right? The trash man looked like a low budget him. We said it was great value you, right? Like, dude looked like you,
Oh
but
my
without
god.
the money and the hair and everything
Mhm.
else. But since that didn't work out, they tried to work it out. Well, she did it again. God damn it.
With another dude
With
or
another motherfucker, bro. That was it though. He couldn't he couldn't like this is how bad she wanted out, right? When they got to that point, he was like, well, what do you want? Because they married, gotta get a divorce. Got the big house.
wait, wait,
You
wait,
make
wait, wait, wait. Is this the story you was talking about in the group like a few years ago?
yes, yes,
Oh, this is the
yes,
conclusion.
yes, right.
Oh, okay, okay,
So
okay, okay.
so they were, she wanted out so bad. When they went to the divorce attorney, they said, what do you want? She said, get me an apartment for 6 months and pay my car payment for 6 months. And and that's all I want. I was like, bro, hurry up and do that. Right? Go get her apartment. And this is back when apartments were, I don't know, $1,200 a month
Shit.
or less. I think he got a 2-bedroom in Michigan for $950.
Oh,
Right?
my God.
Bro, she didn't want shit. Again, he making 200 racks a year. She don't want
alimony.
nothing.
She don't want nothing.
She want a place, bro. It
She want to
didn't
get
take
the fuck away from
30
him.
minutes before that
God.
motherfucker was in there. But you know what, bro? The motherfucker also looked just like him. Bro, I'm to the point where I asked so I'm cool with his whole family. I don't really fuck with him no more, but I'm still cool with the rest of the family. I asked his brother, I'm like, man, is he kinfolk? Right? He's like, nah, but he do look like us. I said, he so the fuck do. But he a hood motherfucker. She in trap basements. Right? And this is I'm trying to think a 90210 looking ass white chick, right?
Let me tell you something.
It's crazy, bro.
So this is the girl. So these are the type of women, right? And I know people. I say all the time that this man was the most controversial black man in the black community since Martin Luther King. But these women, that wife, right? These are the type of women that do shit like that, right? You go and live in the apartment, you get with a low budget him, and then you call in the Kevin Samuel show and say, "Why can't I find a good man?" And once he starts asking you questions, you start talking about the story that she was talking about. And when he tells you you're fucking crazy, now he hates women. Now he hates women and he's gay and he ain't got no track record. No, we just listen to what the fuck you just said and you sound nuts.
It's wild out here. So, I was always, and if you go to my TikTok, you will see me shit talking dudes like a motherfucker, man. Motherfuckers weak, dudes are soft, and I still stand on that.
Yeah.
But a couple of my guys are like, bro, you got to look at this shit and see what's happening see what we see, right? And I'm like, well, I ain't gonna go dating nobody, but I dig into this shit because I'm doing a podcast, bro. I'm like, holy shit.
This is two stories, about 4 stories you done told of these people. Like, what, you're breaking up your man.
Bro, wait till I launch the Patreon, bro. When I got some. Well, when I'm telling you, bro, when I drop these stories, I ain't putting no names on them, but bro, I got some stories, and I'm like,
damn.
I'm talking stories where chicks went on a date with a dude, and end up smashing another dude at the same party.
Damn.
Bro, I'm gonna tell this little story real quick, and I know if anybody here that was there, it's gonna be ugly, but I'm gonna drop the names for the sake of the innocent. We used to have parties a lot, right? And when I had parties back in my younger days, we partied on 3 floors: basement, main floor, upstairs. Right? I would hire a DJ and a bartender, right? And my neighbors hated me because the whole street would be full. So we had this party, and this dude, cats I'm cool with, 2 cats rolled together. 2 of my guys and one of my guys' girls. They rolled together. Right? One of my guys get shit face bent. It's about 2:33 in the morning. He out. We had parties, and I let a bunch of people stay because I don't want nobody driving drunk. Dude, he's ghost. Right? Like you could thump him in the head, he ain't gonna know about it. Right? So it's about 3:30, 4 o'clock now. I'm gonna clean up because at this time I didn't drink. So I had these big ass parties, but I didn't drink. So I'm gonna clean up duty. I'm cleaning my house up before we shut it down. Bro, I go in my basement. Now my guy on the couch passed out. His chick that he rolled with and one of his guys, which is also my guy, I go in my basement. She down there just chiefing him, just smoking him like a blunt. Right? She looked at me and was like, "You want the other side?" I'm like, "Nah, fam, I'm cool." Right? Like this is ain't finna be no furniture moving around my shit. I need y'all, you know what I'm saying? Whatever fuck. I'm leaving my basement, bro. Bro,
what the fuck?
I come upstairs. I tell my wife, I said, "This shit is crazy. I'm going to fuck to sleep." Right? I'm not. All I know is better not be no furniture moving around my shit. I woke up the next morning. I go downstairs. My guy still passed out on the couch. His girl nestled under him now. I'm like,
with dick breath.
Dick breath.
God.
Right?
Damn.
Right? I'm like, but I can't say shit because all y'all gonna do is tear up my house. Right? You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting my shit tore up. Right? Because
man, I don't see this is the type of shit that puts distrust into you.
Wait until the Patreon drops.
Man,
bro,
shit.
When I got 34 stories that's going on that bitch, that when I tell you, bro, you ain't gonna believe 33 of them. I wouldn't
Come
believe
on,
32 of them if I wasn't there. Right?
man.
It's bro, it's crazy.
It must be that part of the country. I just don't know.
Nope.
Maybe I don't talk to enough people
No,
because
bro, it's people are weird.
or
People are
maybe my
strange.
girlfriends just hide it better. I don't know. Like this is
That
fucking
might be,
and if they
bro,
do, like, I mean, shit
bro.
out. You know what I mean? Like, God,
You I'm trying to think of a story I can tell that don't know that everybody in the town won't be like, oh, that had to be. You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah.
we got certain people in this town, everybody got that. You tell a story like, oh yeah, we knew who that was. You know what I'm saying? But man, it's just it's nonstop crazy, bro. It's nonstop crazy, right? Like
Um, how
I
do
don't know
you
how nobody
know?
trusts nobody, bro.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, how do people date? Right. How do you trust any goddamn body when it come to that shit? Like now, I don't want no girlfriend. Like I'm in dating. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? But as far as like committing to somebody and providing my resources that I don't work
I mean,
so hard for,
it might just be my friends, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because
damn,
I done seen some crazy shit. We were at a
it's just because it's white girls. I ain't fucked with white
no,
women since
no,
2015.
because
No, some of these people is black. White
yeah,
women is black.
women
Damn.
and dudes. Well, all the dudes so
This
far, yeah, all the dudes so far have been black.
shit.
But I got stories with Mexican girls or black women, bro.
God damn,
It
man.
don't matter.
I don't trust no fucking
We
body,
went to
man.
a New Year's
I'm putting a
party,
lie detector test on my dresser, bitch. You wake
man.
up, nigga. You just
We went to a New Year's
put
party
this on
some
your
years
finger.
ago, and I'm not gonna say how many years ago because it'll be easy to figure out the party, right? We got invited to some people's houses, and the man of the house got shit faced drunk and passed out, and that woman went ham in the party.
His woman?
His woman, that
Oh,
I'm like, yep, it's time to
no.
go, right? And I don't, sometimes you be like, okay, this is just that type of party. It wasn't that type of party, bro. Soon as he tapped out, other motherfuckers tapped in. I said, I'm up out of this piece, bro. We ghost. Come on,
Come
Uber.
on, man.
Come
God
on, Uber, bro.
damn.
Because it's something. I done seen some crazy shit. I'm telling you, some super crazy shit, bro. I can't, man, bro. I'm telling you, some of this shit is not. Somebody, it's got to be Patreon, bro. I'm telling you.
Hold on a second.
Yep.
Hold
If
on
we
a
need to
second.
bring somebody in, we'll bring them in too. Hey, whoever watching this, if y'all want to jump in, reality, if you want to jump in, I hope I'm saying. I mean, I got to be saying your name right because pretty much that's how it looks. So, if you want to jump in, comment. I'll send you a message to come in. So, whew, yeah, this shit wild. Let me- oh man, let me see what the hell I'm doing over here while he on break. I want to bring up some shit on Facebook, but then everybody gonna see it. I want to bring up some shit y'all really do need to see though, because shit's crazy. Yeah. Hey, as soon as he come back, I'm gonna shift from this direction because I want to tell some fucked up stories and I'm not gonna do it. Hey, go ahead, jump in if you want to jump in. Like I said, just say something and I'm gonna bring you into the mix. You know what I'm saying? So that's all you got to do is say something. I'll send you a link and shit. You can be crazy with us. Let's see here. Oh man, I don't know what Jay did. I don't know what Jay doing, but yeah, we're gonna get back to the crazy shit. Or regular shit, I guess. I probably, man, I'm telling you, I got
Not bad. I had to
no, it's all good. I'm talking
send an
shit to
email.
reality.
So those people, so the people that are commenting right now, those are people on my side. That's
Right.
reality. She be on the Friday shows, and then Tyrell, we go way back, and then Tanisha,
And
she
that's
be
what
on
I
the
was
Friday
saying,
show.
bro.
Yeah.
On this platform, I can pull in. I didn't share it anywhere. I just wanted
Mm.
to shoot the shit with you, right? Because I'm
Yeah.
on, you know what I'm saying, just let it be. But yeah, I get comments. If it's shared on Facebook, if it's shared on
Mhm.
YouTube, whatever, I see where the comments come from, where they coming from. I see, all that kind of shit. So, but yeah, bro. I will say this side of the country is crazy as fuck too.
Yeah,
Right?
man. I
Like one
guess.
night, me and the wife we was at this hotel in Chicago, outside of Chicago,
Mhm.
right? And at the time, my drink of choice, right? I would do a Bacardi and a sweet tea, right? So me and the wife sitting at the bar at this hotel, and this is I ordered. I asked ladies, you got sweet tea? She's like, nah, I got tea, but you can go get it from the from the little, little store thing, right? It's
Mhm.
35 steps, 40 steps, whatever. So I step over there, right? And this lady walk up, and I'm reaching in to get the tea, and she leans over and she's like, room 232. I look at her, I'm like, what you mean? She's like, I'm in room 232, come up. I say, you see the lady over there? We coming together because I ain't going, right? And you know what I'm saying? That shit, I was just laughing. It was funny because we were literally in room 234, bro. We just had pure
Oh,
I'm like, that shit
wow.
crazy, right? Like I've had crazy ass experiences happen to me in places where it's unfucking reason, unbelievable. I remember, bro. I worked as, again, for those that don't know, I do, I work in IT. So I work at this IT consulting company, and I'm on like day 3, right? So they
Mhm.
partner me with people, and they partner me with this white cat, and we riding and shit. And he's like, hey man, I know you're a black dude, right? Which is pretty fucking obvious, right? He's like, I know you guys know a lot about sex, man. I got some questions. No, you don't, right? Like, nah, we're not finna do this, right? We're not finna do this. But the nosy in me
Crazy.
can't let that shit go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, what's the question? Man, I need to find a better way to please my wife, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, I don't know nothing about your wife. This big, nerdy, tall, skinny, nerdy ass dude. I'm like, bro, I don't know what to tell you. I don't
Right.
know what
Right.
nerdy, I don't know what nerdy people, no knock on the nerdy people, right? Yeah, you
Mhm.
smart, you intelligent, but I don't know what to tell you. So anyway, that was probably, I think I started that job in like, I don't know, September. Christmas party roll around. He's the only cat that I really know at the Christmas party at the company because we work together pretty much on a day-to-day basis.
Mhm.
He's been training me. So we come to the Christmas party, we sit down, dude comes in with a fucking model, right? I'm like, this is his wife? Right? Like definitely a 10
Mhm.
on everybody's scale. Right? And I'm like, okay, congratulations. Bro did his thing, right?
Yep.
Respect. You know what I'm saying? That
Uh-oh.
caught everybody off guard, the whole company, but he did his thing.
Yep.
Um so so we I'm sitting at the table, me and the wife. He sat at the table next to us, he introduced us to his wife, and he said, hey man, watch my wife. I'm like, what you mean? He's like, she liable to leave with a motherfucker. He didn't say motherfucker, right? He's like, she's liable to. I'm like, I'm thinking it's a joke, right? I'm thinking this shit's a joke. So
It's like a
so
runaway kid. Like, hey,
bro,
watch it. Like,
she starts
shit starts to
sipping,
take off and run.
man. She starts sipping, and she started getting real free. So I'm like, hey, bro, you get your wife, right?
Mhm.
Because she's had a lot to drink. That's all I said. I ain't say too much. So
Yep.
so party over, right? So at this point, I've been kicking it with this dude on the regular. So I'm like, man, um, we having a New Year's party at our crib, and I'm telling somebody about it. He overhears it. Hey man, you have a New Year's party, whatever. Okay, sure. You want to come to New Year's party, but I was like, it's gonna be a lot of black people. Right? That's how I felt like I needed to say that.
No, you're right.
Right? It's gonna be a lot of black people. So it's gonna be 3 white people. You, your wife, and my wife. Right? And
Mhm.
that's probably gonna be all the white people at the party. Oh, no problem, man. All right, cool. I just need to because I need you to, if you're uncomfortable, say some shit.
Breakfast. Yep.
So, New Year's come around, a week later, whatever, we at the party, at the crib, and it's a lot more black people than I think he expected. Right. So they really hanging real close to my wife. Right. And I'm
Mhm.
like, hey, relax. Everybody cool, nobody got no beef with you. Right? Just have a drink and relax. So they start to relax. There's a couple hours go by, they chilling. Everybody good, right? They having a good time now. They chilling. And at the time, it's one of my it's dude I'm cool with, but we weren't really cool at that time. He was my wife's friend's cousin, right? So one of my wife's friends, her cousin, was at the crib, and so it's a bunch of brothers in the house, bunch of sisters, whatever.
Mhm.
And now everybody party. Like I said, we do different floor parties, right? Me, my wife, my a bunch of people on my main floor. We chilling, we kicking it. My guys there, my coworker, we talking. His wife mingling wherever she mingling. So my girl's friend's cousin, dude, we cool as shit now, but we weren't cool at the time. I
Mhm.
had just met him like I don't know that day, right,
Right.
or sometime in the previous weeks. Dude, come and get me. He said, "Hey, bro, I know you don't know me like that, man. I need you to come get your boy's wife." I'm like, "What's going on?" He said, "Man, she in a room full of black dudes. Somebody, she always want to sleep with a black dude." He said, "I'm the only reason they ain't taking dicks out." I said, "Oh
Oh
my
my
god." Right.
god.
So I immediately go get her. I'm like, I was like, hey, you can't. I know you've been having some drinks, and I said, but you can't say that because they would, bro. My guys would have, if it wasn't for him,
They black.
it, it was going to be some turns taken,
Yeah.
right? Right. She was finna be
He was
all
playing
holes
rock, paper,
occupied,
scissors, start passing her like a blunt. Yeah.
man. Right. So I scoop her. I bring her upstairs. I tell my girl. I tell my wife. I'm like, man, you ain't gonna believe what the fuck she was doing. Right. So I'm like, dude came and got me. T came and got me and said this. So I'm like, all right, you got to chill next to your husband, right? I told my wife, like, keep an eye on her, keep this motherfucker next to her husband, right? So we all chill. She'll start to die down, right? And they only live a couple miles from me. But I'm telling dude, man, sip some water. Y'all have something to drink. I don't want y'all to drive to be fucked up or nothing like that. So anyway, so it's chilling. We chilling on the couch. It's I don't know. The party's over. Motherfuckers gone. It's 3, 4 in the morning. He drinking water. He got to drive. She's toast, right? And you haven't kicked it with me and my wife, but my wife's very touchy on me, right? She's always rubbing on me, right? So not like sexual shit, but just she rubbing my leg. I look at dude wife, right? And because you can feel a motherfucker looking at you, right? I look and I'm watching my wife as she kind of rub her hand up and down my leg. Oh, girl, chest going up and down she breathing with the motions. I kind of throw my wife a little elbow. I'm like, see this what I see? This I was like, nope, I don't know what she finna do, but it's not about to happen, bro. So I told my girl, like, okay, you gotta stop because she finna bust, right? Like she ready. I'm like, damn. And so I we started calm down. I'm like, hey, I said to you gotta chill. She's like, oh, I just love the color of your skin, and it just looks so smooth. And I'm like, bro, you gotta take your wife to the crib. Like, you gotta get your girl on this. That shit was
so it was a preview at the goddamn company party.
I did not, but he know who we married to, right?
Because he told you. He said she get drunk, she like to run off with people. So then you bring her to
she was scared at first, right? She was uncomfortable. At least I thought she was scared, but she might have been holding back her demons. You know what I'm saying? She might have been holding back her demons. So
she was trying not to let that black snake bone in this motherfucker. Like,
bro, man, so dude is a good ass dude, right? And that seemed to be all the stories when the wife is fucked up.
What the fuck is up with these men that you be around?
Let me tell you how it went worse, right? So bro, it was a good dude, and so he's like, it was in a church and all that other shit. And he hired a brother fresh out the joint to handle the lawn and somebody from the church, right? Hired him from the church to do it. Just got out of the joint. He's like, man, do need a job? He's like, man, I got some yard work need to be done. I'll pay you. It ain't a bunch, but I'll help you out. God told me look out for you. Bro was trimming more than the bushes outside.
Of course,
right? Again, crazy situation because dude had a big ass house. He had a bunch of money. Bro, she left him to go be with a dude in a trailer park. She gave up the whole kit and caboodle, bro. And I'm just like, sheesh. Man, and I don't even like to use that.
Man, the have-nots is winning out here, goddamn it. Like and that's the thing too, whereas you work hard to be able to raise a family and provide, like all these women say they want, and then they riding off on the back of some dude's motorcycle out of town.
Listen,
like that's the thing where
I'm gonna give you my thought process behind it, right? And I'm gonna catch hell. But I've said this multiple times. Women don't have exciting lives compared to men, right? We do all kind of fun shit. If a woman is an ideal woman for most men, she's taking care of the kids, she's cooking, she's cleaning, she's taking care of home.
I almost want to bring she at work. I almost wanted to bring a chick on because she was saying the same shit.
But that's
she said she don't want to be that. Yep. Keep going.
That's we want her to take care of home, we want her to raise the children, we want her to be a stay-at-home wife, stay-at-home mom, whatever the case is. There's no excitement in that shit, bro. Right? So when excitement comes by, shit, and excitement got some meat.
Yeah.
Excitement can knock a wall or two out. And you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's crazy. I'm having this conversation with my boy yesterday, and I'm like, bro, what do you expect your woman to do? Right? He started dating a new chick, and she need to appreciate a man that go to work. She be home when I get home. I'm like, bro, but then what? Where's the excitement for her? Oh shit, she got a house that's paid for. I said, bro, that's not. Do you know how we live? Like, bro, we leave, we go play basketball, right? We go fishing, we go to the to a bar out with our guys, we drinking, we hitting cigars, we on boats, we on motorcycles, right? We got fast cars and nice whips, and we don't. I say we. I'm talking we as men as a whole. A lot of men don't. There's no excitement for her. Like when I get home, I need to cook, clean, blah 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 blah.
Do you think? Okay. Do you think that it's the lack of excitement that women have, or is it the envy of the excitement that we do have? Because let's pretend let's pretend we live in a different society, right? Where men didn't do shit. Like men went to work, came home, watched TV. We didn't go bungee jump. We didn't go out with our boys. We didn't have, vacations and shit. Like, all this other type of stuff. Let's pretend men had as boring lives as women would women still crave that excitement and be riding off into the sunset into trailer parks?
I think if they found an exciting motherfucker, yes, right. If, as long as I don't think it's the envy. I think it's the okay, motherfucker. You doing a lot, but I'm never doing shit. And I'm not saying that staying home and raising kids and all that shit ain't fun. But no dudes ever wanted to sign up for like no dudes like I can't wait to be a stay at home dad, right? And this is why I tell people all the time, it's not about the money, right? But you got to be exciting. You got to be spontaneous. You got to do fun shit. Because I'm telling you, bro. And when I stop the live, we're gonna talk a little bit more. But when it's Patreon, I'm gonna tell you the stories about the boredom stories. I'm a bro. So I want to deviate, but I think for a lot of women, when the opportunity of fun arises, they're like, hey, I can have some fun right now that's gonna fuck some shit up, or I can just continue to be bored in this fucked up shit. And not every time do they weigh that option and say, I'm gonna make the smart decision, the long term decision, because like your girl reality said, there's got to be a balance. There has to be, right? I'm a fun dude. I'm spontaneous with my shit. I'm taking my girl. We do shit. I have my girl tell me, babe, slow down on the trips. I'm getting tired of packing. Right?
So
I like that shit.
So which one do you think they rather have though? Right. So would you rather have? Because I mean, clearly they run it off with the exciting bum. You know what I mean? Where would you rather me not go to work? I know you want it all, right? But let's pretend you had to choose. Would you rather me not go to work, bust my ass, come home, pay bills, put you in this nice house to raise kids in, and we could just be excitingly poor? You know what I mean? Where we can go and I don't know, watch games from the gate or some shit like that. I don't know what exciting broke people do, but if you had to choose, which one would it be? Because it seems like they run it off with these exciting dudes to live in trailer parks and shit, as if they would prefer that type of lifestyle over being bored and kept.
I think being bored and kept is why the excitement is there, right? Why I don't think they run off and be like, I'd rather be bored than this. They're bored and they see fun and that shit's so exciting. And usually if you're exciting dude, you probably knocking some shit out the box too. Right. Yeah. So they get excited and we
so
don't.
Long term, what does that look like? Right. Like I get like it's exciting, but do they stay with these dudes forever or do they end up?
No, they're not. Again, it's not logical, right? It's not long-term thinking, but let's be real. If and I always say men are more logical thinkers, women are more nurturing and loving and emotional thinkers. Long term, if we wanted women to be logical, there's no logic in dedicating your life to being somebody's assistant, because that's what God say. A woman's a man's helper, right? To be somebody's assistant, to stay home and cook and clean and raise his children, and you get the benefit of a place to stay. Well, his kids need a place to stay too. They need the food to eat. Right? Are you really doing that for your wife, or are you doing that because you need a fucking place to stay, you need food to eat, and you know what I'm saying? So we gotta be real, right? And I've always been the exciting fun dude, right? Like I've always been that. But I realized when our children moved out, and it's just me and her, how much shit she really do. Like, 'cause I was gone a lot, right? And as our kids moved out, I started working from home more. She's worked from home forever, right? And I'm like, holy shit, there's a lot of shit to go on to keep this fucking house running that I didn't do because I was working and I was gone or whatever the fuck, right? So now, even though there's no kids, I'm I don't clean to her liking, never will, right? Some parts is intentional because I know if I don't do it to her liking, she'll come do it. But I'm helping with laundry and other shit that I never did before because I was always busy working. I'm talking shit. I just never did it. I'm not even gonna sit here and pretend. Right? I did the man shit. I took the outside of the house. I protected the house. I provided for the house. I did all the man shit. But I'm looking, I'm like, bro, it's a lot of shit that a woman does. Right? With or without a man. And everybody said, well, she got to do it anyway. She do, but she don't got to do your laundry anyway. She don't got to do your, she don't got to cook your food. Right? She don't, so they need fucking excitement, bro. Because if you don't give it to them, you're asking a motherfucker to be bored but thankful because they have a place to stay. Which if they got a job, they can do that shit too. And not have to do all the extra shit that comes with maintaining a man. And a lot of times we be like, man, listen, if I go to work and I pay bills, she should just be happy. Bro, I'm cool on that. As a man, I couldn't live with that. I can live with the motherfuckers and listen, I'm gonna pay for you get free everything, but you gotta cook, clean, do all the shit, and you can't go nowhere. Like when I say go nowhere, you can leave the house, but you can't go do no shit because you got responsibilities around the house. I couldn't live like that.
And I think it's always funny because it's like I think for people that do work full time, um, they think being a stay at home is easy, as if you could just flip a switch and you could do it. Uh, and like you said, that you found out once your kids moved out and you was really like back home more often, you saw how much work goes into it. Everyone has to contribute. You know what I mean? Like
Oh, no
everyone
doubt,
has to contribute in a family between a husband and a wife.
no doubt.
And being a stay at home, I don't know what all goes into the shit, but I can imagine like you said, doing laundry and making sure the house is clean and making sure that schedules is in order and
Yep,
taking care of kids and soccer practice or whatever the fuck case it is a lot of work. Just
it
like
is.
you going out and running a goddamn company and making sure that
I
your
mean,
brand is on point is a lot of work. Everyone has to contribute to a
to a
home.
certain extent,
It,
when you stay at home mom and the kids in school, it's not that hard, right? Because the kids are in school, right? The house is messy, but it's less messy if you clean that motherfucker at 7 a.m. when they go. Hey, it's pretty easy. I'm not saying
yeah,
that their job is easy, but the responsibilities are gone. But you know what I'm saying. Nonetheless, it's bro. I don't know. Like it's just I see. I got a shit ton of stories that I can't tell right now, but
hmm
we're gonna have these conversations
yep,
about excitement, right? I've known stay at home wives who went out and fucked with another dude, right? Like you don't have nothing. You have nothing. You have no income.
that's
You've
crazy.
never had a job, right? Dude worked a lot of hours, but you had a nice home. But he was, he was working a lot to provide for the kids, and you was like, I need to go out with some dudes, have some fun. But
Wow.
I mean, we do dumb shit too.
I mean, it's
Men,
sacrifices, right? Where it's
yeah,
like, I mean, I get it. Like you're definitely sacrificing your freedom, etc., to essentially be somebody's assistant. But on the other end, and I'm not saying all dudes do this, but ideally, in the ideal marriage or whatever the case is, I'm providing these resources, and I can't fuck other women, right? Where I mean, there are that I've been
I
in
mean, she's
relationships.
cleaning your house. She can't fuck other dudes. I mean, that's kind of y'all both on the same boat.
Yeah, and it's sacrifices on both ends, and that's where I think just having that understanding and that recognition, right, where it is something that you have to understand that the sacrifices this person is making to provide a lifestyle for you to, and these are marriages that I don't really think are common because I think what is 72% of marriages or long term relationships, both the man and the woman work. But let's
But you
just
know,
pretend.
even with that, bro, we still expect. Like, so I'm having this conversation.
Oh
Excuse me
yeah,
for
I
interrupting.
know where you're
I'm,
going with
I'm
this
having
one.
this
Yep, yep.
conversation with my boy
Yeah, I
yesterday.
agree with
He
you.
was like, "But when she need to cook and clean and this," I said, "Bro,
She
in
works.
today's world, she probably work right next to your ass.
Yeah.
So you want her to carry the same work
Yeah, that
responsibilities.
shit crazy.
You want her to pay the same percentage of bills, but you still want her to do all this other shit.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
Hell yeah, she's sitting on the dick when she get a chance.
I
She's
you know,
you're not
I
respecting her womanhood.
yeah, that shit. I don't understand that because I mean, I grew up in a household where, I mean, share. My parents been married. They hit 39 years on the 30th of June, and um, shared responsibilities. Like growing up, like right down the middle. Mom did this. Dad picked us up, took us to basketball practice. Mom came home, started dinner. Dad helped us out home. Like split that shit down the middle 50-50 because they both work 8 hours, right?
Right,
Like
right.
seeing them parent was like a work of magic because it was just a routine that we got into. And we had our little chores. We did a little cleaning. And then mom had to come, like you said, we never cleaned good enough. Mom had to
Right,
come up
right,
because it
right.
was all boys. But and it now that I grow up, right? Now that I'm grown, I'm doing dating for myself and I'm talking to my friends and stuff like that. To expect a housewife that
I hear you.
works eight
Right,
hours,
right.
10 hours a day, that shit is crazy. And that's where I'll be looking at dudes where it's like, I mean, she tired too. You know what I
No
mean?
doubt.
Like she was at that call center or she was at that
Yeah, all
company
fucking
or
day.
all teaching or whatever the fuck she was doing, and then you expect her to come home and have that's just nuts. And
Yeah.
I just think there's that lack of empathy. The reason why I've had relatively successful relationships and I ain't been dumped since goddamn 2016 is because I've dumped. I said I ain't been dumped. I've
Right,
dumped.
right, right.
You know what I
You
mean?
done some dumping.
Yeah, I do some dumping, but it's because I have that recognition where it's like I'm able to put myself in your shoes and I can see where you'd be upset, or I can see where
Right.
there's ways that I can step it up, et cetera, et cetera. Unfortunately, I've dated women that weren't able to do the same. You know what I mean? They were not able to do the same. They were
You
not
know,
able to reciprocate where it's like it's frustrating. And after trying to work through things, I ain't gonna just move around. You know what I mean? I'm not about to be sitting here, whatever, whatever. But I mean, I've had some pretty decent relationships, and I don't think they sitting on dicks, but you know, they maybe hide it
Listen,
well. Like,
listen, bro, this shit gonna sound crazy, and I love the shit out of my wife. Motherfuckers think I'm crazy. I'm like, hey, babe, I'm on my way home. Don't make me walk into no, I gotta go to prison shit. Right? I know I'm 99.9775% so she ain't doing shit and ain't never
Mhm.
did shit. But I don't never just pop the fuck up.
Mm.
I don't do motherfucker. She get mad at me. You don't gotta call you shit. For my freedom, I do. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta call before you come home. You a goddamn lie. Shit. Bro, if I want, I can't. I ain't that kind of cat, right?
Crazy as hell.
I'm just she get mad as shit at me, bro. She be
Yo,
so
man,
mad
you
at me.
walking, somebody
Hey,
gotta go to prison shit.
hey, listen. You think I'm bullshitting? She be
Nah, man,
pissed
you
off.
right.
You gotta stop. You don't gotta do that. I know you don't think I gotta do that shit, but I listen. I didn't heard too many stories, bro.
Man, shit. After this shit, I ain't.
Ooh,
I don't trust no
bro.
goddamn
I tell
body,
you what.
man. Like,
We doing tomorrow, man. We doing tomorrow too.
yes, sir. Yes,
Oh,
sir.
I'm going to go in because I'm gonna go to Michigan. Get me one of them edibles. God damn it, I'm going in
Oh
tomorrow.
man. So yeah. Um, for your viewers. So basically, I do a live every Friday evening with the people on my Facebook where essentially I get on live. And starting this Friday, we're gonna start doing a Zoom, but the Zoom is gonna be broadcasted on Facebook, kind of like what we're doing right now.
Right.
And we just talk about pretty much similar stuff, except I'll be drinking and we all be drinking,
Oof.
drinking,
Ooh, when
because
you
it's
start
Friday night.
drinking,
Man, shit. Y'all should we gonna be turning up. So
yeah,
yeah, man, y'all check that shit out. But yeah, this has been fun, man. Like
no doubt, bro.
catching up, man.
I gotta get back to reality over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling I'm feeling shit. After I start talking about how people ain't acting right, I'm like, I've been away from the wife too long. God damn it.
oh shit. But yeah, man. Oh, Tanisha. Yeah, we're on tomorrow. We getting drunk on live tomorrow. You say you're going to Michigan tomorrow, so you won't be on it?
Nah, bro. My house is 5 minutes from Michigan. I'm just getting there. I'm just
Oh yeah,
getting.
you're on the border.
Yeah, I'm on the border. I'm just go ahead and get. I'm gonna have fun tomorrow.
All
You
right,
know what I'm
man.
saying? I'm gonna be in and off the video because I'm gonna be talking cash shit though. But yeah,
All
man, I appreciate you stopping by, man. Definitely, man. I appreciate it. I have fun like always. So we definitely got to do this shit again, man,
Oh
for
man,
sure.
just let me know. Shit, I'm always down for it. These are just
No doubt.
conversations.
Hey, that's all we do. Just sit and talk shit, man.